Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Shields of Next in Media, and this is part of my special series live at CES 2026. We're calling this the Next in Data series with my partners at Intent IQ. And I'm here with Mark Fruehan. He's the Global Head of Demand and Strategic Partner Development at BidMachine Exchange. Hey, Mark. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Mike. Thanks. Thanks for having me. Great to be here with the Intent IQ team.
Yeah.
Excited about Vegas this year.
Absolutely. So let's talk about where we are right now. It's funny because we spent so much time thinking we were going to be in this post-cookie signal loss world. Things have changed. It's hard to stay where things stand now. And then AI has kind of come along. Where do things stand with identity in your mind right now?
Well, where it stands is I'm very grateful for companies like Intent IQ showing up to the game, right? They're basically taking care of a lot of this for me. There's a ton of people, actively in the game promoting their own identity solution or their own identity signal.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. So it's and for a company like BidMachine, our core asset is our SDK. We have one of the most widely deployed SDK in the casual gaming space, expanding out into non-gaming, and having partners like Intent IQ, who is providing me with the signals that I can push back to my buyers, is just has been phenomenal for saving time, seeing significant lift on things like iOS, which is where we really hurt the most when the cookie went away. But it's just been able to accelerate, a company like BidMachine in providing the signals that our buyers are looking for.
So you mentioned iOS. Mobile kind of went through it first, right? In this, we're going to lose the cookie, but first Apple just kind of dropped the hammer and changed the way that you could track across. It seems like you guys have weathered the storm pretty well. Why do you think that is, and what can be applied to CTV and other media from what you've been through already?
Well, I can't be your authority on CTV because while we aspire to be in the business and we will get there, our core is in app, and working with great publishers, especially the app developers, and our SDK team. There's other things we can grab onto, right?
Right.
That helps in getting whether it's performance with user acquisition or retargeting demand buyers or brand. In fact, we had a phenomenal year in 2025 on brand. They're always looking for better signals, more engagement.
Yeah.
And the app developers that we deal with are looking for more brand dollars, right? So it's very important that I'm getting them the signals that they can attach onto so they can utilize that across their 360 ecosystem, whether it's CTV, whether it's, desktop or web. I think the biggest thing that I see going on right now is people are building device graphs and household match, right?
And it seems like you're right, there's a lot of device graphs, a lot of attempts at creating a cookie replacement or of identifier. Is this going to sort itself out? It seems like it's awfully crowded. How many device graphs can we support out there?
Well, it will get sorted out, right? In the end, technology is moving so fast, right? There are companies that are stepping up and attacking this problem, right? Problems, there's opportunities. For someone like me, I have to be very nimble. I have to be quick on my feet. I have to push on my partners. I'm pushing on, Tamir, head of BD with Intent IQ all the time. I need more. I completely communicate with my partners, whether it be Intent IQ or others, that, who I'm talking to, what they want. Here, this is what they're looking for. Tamir, can we deliver it? Right? So, our goal is to at BidMachine is to have a very open, extensible SDK. Primary functions are rendering the ad and collecting the data that we're allowed to collect in the right environments, and ensuring that we're pushing to the buyers, again, the signals that they're looking for. And identity is a big thing. Household match is a big thing these days. Everybody's talking to me about building their graphs.
Yeah.
Right. I will stay in front of it, which is what I do for a living. guide the company on where we need to be, and align myself with the best partners in the business who know what they're talking about in here. They're the experts, right?
Now, okay, I don't know how much this is, with AI media buying and optimization, you've seen the platforms really lean into these solutions like Performance Max, Agentic, where it's very automated and there's a little bit of a lack of control. Is that played out in mobile? And do you think does that change the identity equation when it's in someone else's hands?
Right now, from what I see, the short answer for me is no. I haven't seen it. Right? There's a lot of talk about it.
Yeah.
But I've been in this industry since a long time, having been a founder of a company called AdMarvel. We built the first SDKs for mobile in-app, and things people talked about back then, why it wasn't going to work, why it will work, are still the same things we talk about today.
Yeah.
It's 15 years later.
Right.
So resiliency, and again, being nimble. But I do believe in tech, and I do believe what's been happening, especially with AI, is helping everything evolve much faster.
Over the last couple of years, we've talked a lot about we're in a more privacy-first era. But it's been interesting. I think people thought that there was going to be, and the climate in the U.S. is different than Europe in terms of regulation, but we thought there maybe be more hardcore regulation that seems to have calmed down. Are we out of the woods?
Out of the woods. Let's just say the forest isn't as dense as it used to be, because we've really put privacy back in the hands of the subscriber to give consent.
Yeah.
And we really saw this play out during the political, during the presidential campaign.
Yep.
Consent was being asked for, and it was being given.
Yeah.
And, even in the casual gaming space, we saw it open up a lot on political, on gambling, don't call it gambling, call it fantasy now. Yeah. It's not gambling, it's fantasy.
Yeah.
Right? People didn't do gambling. Then it was cannabis. It seems that the forest is still there, but we can see through it, right? And I think that's the way it's going to be, in that, privacy is back in the hands of the user to decide how much they're willing to give up to get to that content, right? Lastly,
what are you looking for this year when it comes to this identity conversation? What's going to be a sign of real progress in our industry, or what are you hoping to see that come to fruition?
Well, for the industry, I'm really focused on BidMachine and what it's going to mean to us, and as we extend our identity graph into the new channels like CTV.
Yeah.
We're hearing so much about CTV, but I'm seeing our budgets, our revenue go up in app. I'm seeing a lot of those CTV budgets that migrate over time into an app. We saw that in the political, where people were looking at rewarded video as a lower or as a buy. But as you get into these device graphs and household match and identity, it's really, a phone's a phone, a TV's on a wall, a TV on a wall. We're on the move. There's devices all around us. Am I going to be on the people mover in Dubai, and the wall that's a whole video board is going to show me the ad for the next Penn State game? I'm a Penn State guy, right? And they know where I am, right? Because I gave consent to somebody somewhere. So yes, I think being more personalized, delivering something to me as a consumer that's more relevant, is where I want to see it go. And I do believe we have the technology and the mechanisms to get us there, right?
All right. Well, that's a hopeful note to end on. Mark, thanks. Terrific stuff.
Mike, thanks for having me, and I appreciate, reach out anytime. I'd love to sit down with you again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Take care.
All right.